Hey everyone, today I'm joined by Against the Current.
Yay!
Thanks for doing
That's
this.
true. That is us. Yeah.
So you're currently on your biggest headline tour,
Yeah.
and it's a world tour, which is pretty insane.
Yeah.
How do you stop and process and be like, what is going on? How am I doing with this whirlwind, and how do you take care of yourself?
Dan, tell us about how you take care of yourself.
Like maintaining
Shy.
sanity.
He's a health and wellness king.
He's the guru. He meditates every day. He stretches.
Sweet.
He tries to get us all to go on a 2-mile jog every morning at 6 a.m.
Is that actually
No,
true?
None of
Okay.
that is true.
I was gonna say.
None of that is remotely true. Normally, I would have just kept going with it, but I feel like with fans and language barriers, they'll really start thinking that about Dan, and we just can't have that.
Little
That is true.
little conspiracy theories will start to spread.
Real answer, I don't know. I feel like we don't really process a lot when we're on tour because it's so nonstop. It's like from the moment I wake it up, the first thing I think about is going into the venue, start getting ready for the day, and then it's just warm up, sound check, have a second to get dressed, then it's our meet and greet, eat somewhere in there, and then the show's on already. So, and then by the time you play the show, it's hang out after the show, try and get a shower in before the venue closes, then you're on the bus, and then everyone's on the bus and everyone's chatting, and it's and then it's time to go to bed at some point. So you don't really have a second to think about things till kind of when you get home.
That's why I'm kind of asking. Yeah, it is full on. Do you ever feel the need to be right, who am I throughout all of this? Or do you just kind of vibe with it?
We're getting deep with it.
Yeah, this is deep.
Getting deep.
This is question 1. Where are we going next?
Sorry. Oh, this is just the warm up, man.
You just live the same day over and over again, so you don't really progress or grow. Really, I don't know. It's hard because you just doing your day is so much. So trying to actually be a part of the rest of the world, which is there's time differences. The people you're trying to talk to at home or whatever. It's a lot. So you can get lost in just I don't know. Explain it. You're idling almost.
Yeah. I definitely think I have started on recent tours especially to just disassociate. Yesterday was Thanksgiving in the US, and I feel like normally I would feel the missed holiday, and it barely registers that it's just not, we've missed so many holidays and stuff, which is kind of depressing sounding, but it's better when you're on tour to just be able to kind of separate, and not think about it.
Block it out.
Block it out. That's healthy.
Out, yeah.
We're
super
we
healthy. We're
so
promoting
healthy.
Okay, we got a lot of money.
It's a press conference.
Okay, you guys
We're having
go.
fun with it. Yeah, do we answer the question?
I think so.
Yeah, I mean, basically living in denial. Yeah.
Yes, it's basically what we're
That's
at.
a pretty
That's what
solid sort of coping mechanism.
Did you bring tissues to this interview?
No, but it would suit this whole thing very well. Sorry. Okay, next
we're just
time.
joking.
Or are we? Okay.
No.
Should I just move on? Just next question kind of thing. I loved Fever. I am so down with that whole thing. That EP
Came down with a fever.
I did.
Yeah.
You could
We're
say that I
sorry.
did. There was talk of doing a double EP kind of thing. Did that kind of come to fruition, or?
There was, but then there wasn't. Honestly, we released Fever before we got our independence back, and then now that we're independent, it would just mean that we would have to play ball with people that don't necessarily have any incentive to play ball nicely with us. So if we wanted to double up on something, so I think for us, we're kind of all right, we're in the next thing.
I guess it kind of turned into a tour.
Yeah, we made it into we acted like it was an album. So yeah,
He did, fully
Yeah.
capitalized on it.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I think it really came to your advantage. Let's talk about Silent Stranger, because the lyrics to me, it seems ooh, is this imposter syndrome? Is it, this whole sense of fraud? What does it relate to the music industry, personal relationships? Can you talk about that a little bit?
Yeah, I think it's imposter syndrome's a big one. It's kind of I think I was joking when I wrote the lyrics. It's imposter syndrome to the extreme, on steroids. It's kind of you've impostered so hard that you don't even recognize yourself anymore, type thing. And even jokingly before, you were do you have time to be who am I? It's really that. I mean, we've been doing this since we were 15, so there's been a lot of missed everything, and then there's definitely that feeling that there's just 2 lives being lived. There's the life at home, and then there's the life out here. And so it was kind of, wasn't necessarily specifically about the music industry or anything, just more internal, just kind of thing, not being able to face who you really are or even recognize who you really are anymore. So that kind of thing.
The music video, Please tell me you watched it. That cage, the like glass cage, reminded me of You, the Netflix show.
Oh yes,
Please tell me you watched it. Okay.
Yes. That's
So-
good. Wow, I didn't even think about that, but I love that.
Hypothetical question, like if
Who did we murder?
no,
Oh, okay.
but if the three of you were like trapped in a glass, in that like in his
Yeah,
glass cage, like what would that look like, and who would be the first to like snap and lose it?
I haven't seen the show.
Oh no. Okay. I like
Kind of.
just think about a confined space.
If
you're in a
crazy
jail
serial
cell
killer
together.
trapped us in a glass box together.
How small? Like
It's
Like
like the
eight
Silent
square
Stranger, like the Silent
meters.
Stranger
Okay,
was.
okay.
Yeah.
So we can like roam a little bit.
Literally.
From a little
Just a
bit.
little
Like
bit.
who's cracking first?
Oh, who's going?
Maybe Dan.
Yeah. Maybe. Yeah, maybe.
I think you start going crazy. You're just like, all right, whose leg are we gonna cut off to eat? Type thing. I feel like you're the first one to start making those weird suggestions.
Maybe.
Yeah.
Yeah, probably.
I might cry first. You might cry
I don't
first.
know what I. Oh, thank you. I might cry.
I don't know. It could be either of us. Dan doesn't really cry, so.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm not really sure, to be honest. I guess it's me.
Yeah.
Dan's-
We'll figure it out. We'll figure it out when we get there. I don't know. We live on a tour bus together. It's basically a small glass box, so.
True. It's
I've
a
gotten
good
pretty good at it,
analogy.
yeah.
Yeah. Sorry to put you on the spot. And also, I like completely took for granted that you all watched it. which-
Oh, I watched it though, so it's okay. I
did,
loved it.
Did you watch it, Dan?
I did not. No.
Okay. Well, all you got to know is glass cage, trapped,
Yeah.
and so on and so forth.
Dan Humphrey, Gossip Girl.
Yeah. I cannot
I couldn't
unsee it.
believe it either, but I love it. He's
Yeah.
hysterical too on TikTok and stuff.
Oh.
Have you seen his TikToks?
No,
He's
because
so
I
funny.
am old.
I mean,
I'm not
I
on
love
TikTok.
TikTok. I love consuming it. I'm bad at
I've
making
heard.
them. I love consuming them. He's so funny though, because he's kind of like an anti-TikTok TikToker.
Nice.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, if I ever give in to the pressure of
Yeah.
getting on the TikTok train, okay, fine. Okay, fine. Yeah. Okay, fine. Did you want to add something?
I don't know.
No, I'm just.
You just looked at
There's
these
a lot of
guys.
telepathic communication happening.
Okay, maybe let's keep that going. So, Chrissy, I heard that you said in an interview, it was as you were launching into the past lives era that you're but bear with me, that you're like looking forward to what you're gonna learn in this, like in the album and touring cycle. Looking back, like what have you learned from
In
that
past
era?
lives?
Yeah.
Can I curse here? We didn't need to make a pop album. That was that was lesson number one. Though there are some bangers on there.
Fun listen. Fun listen.
It's a fun listen. We're not as dumb as we thought we were, because that album wasn't necessarily entirely our idea.
It's true.
So yeah, if we had done what we wanted to do, it would have been more like in our bones probably. But also there's some great songs like Voices. I loved Voices on that album, etc. I think that was the first time that we had we had been going up, and Past Lives was the first time that we saw some downs. And I think that was a really good lesson to learn, is so you don't take things for granted. You know, people aren't just going to show up for the sake of showing up. I've seen a lot of artists do that, where they go online and they totally change their project, and their fans are like, I like the old stuff, and you know, I don't really like the new stuff, and artists rage at them, at their fans, and they're like, well, you should just support me because you support me. And it's like, well, no, that's not how that works. It's like, you like the music or you don't, and that's okay. So you don't need to blindly support. And that was the first time we were like, okay, we don't have blind support. We actually need to, you know, hold up to the standard that we started with. So yeah, it was good. It was a good like awakening for us. There are fans that have unconditional support, and we're obviously super grateful for them. But I think that there is an entitlement that happens in artists where they expect an unconditional support from their fans. And it's like, the reason your fans are here was first and foremost because of the music. So if the music changes and their, you know, desire to come to a show changes, it's like, that's not their fault. You know, there are plenty of bands I used to love, and I love their old stuff, and their new stuff just doesn't do it for me, and that's okay. They don't need to go do their old stuff anymore just to suit me, but they also can't expect me to show up to a new show. That's something that we learned too, where it's like, hey, you know, if we're gonna do something different, no one has any obligation to show up for that if they don't like it. And so, yeah, and then when you're writing new stuff, it's kind of, you know, who do you want to be and what kind of people do you want to show up to your show? Who do you want to cater to? Is it just yourself? That's okay
Right.
too. Little humble pie.
Hot take, man.
I mean,
Yeah,
I'm all
no,
about the hot takes. I'm all about like artists, like, we need to be humbled. Knock us down a peg.
I love that. I have not heard that yet. In
Really?
an interview. Yeah. I mean, not the people are constantly like talking about how amazing they are, but they're like, oh, our fans are amazing, blah, blah, blah. And that's like a reality check.
Yeah.
And you've acknowledged that, so that's really cool.
Thanks. I appreciate it.
Yeah.
For the record.
World exclusive right here.
World exclusive. For the record, our fans are amazing. They're freaking awesome. They're the best. And there have been ones that have stuck with us through it all since the very beginning. We get a lot of them still, but it's also cool to make new ones. But they are the best. We were on this tour. Lolo came up to me like a few days into the tour, and she was like, "These are some of the best support shows I've ever played. Your fans are so awesome." And then the other band told us that as well, that they're like, "Your fans are so cool. They're like, they go so hard for our set." And we've always seen that throughout our tours, is like our fans show up for all the openers that we've taken out, and that to me is like the coolest thing, number one, that I've ever seen in our fans, is just the fact that they're not just snobby and they don't just show up and are like, we just want to see Against the Current. They're like, we're here to have a good time the whole night from doors to close. So we really like that.
True dat.
I'm going to quote that. So I heard that you said, Chrissy, again, sorry. She just talks a lot.
I won't shut up.
Which is great, which is, for me, that makes my job really easy, which is fun. I heard that you said, and I quote, we played the London 2019 show in December as if it was our last show.
Yeah.
Was that really the vibe? Like collectively, was there talks of like not doing this anymore? And how did you overcome that? Like what happened?
So for the record, being in a band is tough and touring is tough. And we have all quit the band like 100 times over. Like we have all like had bad days where like, this is it. This is my last, I'm going home. Like 100 times over. But that tour in particular, I think we were just so tired and there was a lot going on behind the scenes. And I do think there was kind of that feeling where it was like, do we keep going? Like what, like where are, we were very much in like a weird in between. It was pre-fever. We just didn't really know. We'd kind of lost our direction a little bit, lost our sense of self of like who and what Against the Current was. And we're experiencing a lot of growing pains. We're also doing like classic mid-20 or early mid-20 like quarter life crisis like in our personal life. So it was, I think walking off that stage, there was that kind of feeling where it was like, ooh, could this have been our last show? Like we didn't really know what 2020 held. Went right back in the studio anyway. So, who knows what we were really thinking, how serious we felt about that. And then the pandemic happened. And ironically, that could have really made or broke us. It could have been a make or break moment. Tense is really difficult in English and every language. And but yeah, somehow pandemic hits, and first song like that I wrote over Zoom with our producer Matt was Weapon, and so it was kind of like, no, we're still here. Yeah.
Very much so.
Yeah.
Yeah, dude, but dramatic, because I was at that show. Like I was shooting that gig.
No
yeah.
way.
And I was like, this band is so much fun to shoot. Like this is clearly them, like, taking off, and next year is going to be amazing. 2020 is going to be amazing. Well, but anyway.
So we did the 2 nights in London, right? Okay.
Oh, true. Yeah, true.
The first one or the second one? Do you remember?
God, this is confusing. I don't remember because it is 4 years ago, but
they were good shows.
I went to both.
It was packed.
You did?
Did you? Yeah. That's commitment, man. Yeah.
I'm a big fan. Been to every Against the Current show ever played.
Wow.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
Number one fan right here. Who would have thought?
Cool. It's pretty cool.
If you don't have anything to add to that, then maybe like last kind of serious actually doesn't have to be serious question. If there's unlimited budget for like stage, like production and stuff, production elements, what is something that you would like to do?
This is your moment.
It would be cool to have video stuff, having video content.
You better strap me in.
Come on, you have unlimited budget. Go bigger than
strap
this.
me.
Not
Put
just
me
video
somewhere.
content. Yeah, where are we strapping?
Hang me
Will?
from the ceiling.
Yeah, maybe some motorized
Yep.
trusses.
Now we're talking.
Yeah, and
definitely.
more. Speak into the mic.
I think
That's how it
that's
works.
probably
You
a
gotta
good
talk
start.
into it.
Maybe less is more.
Pyro.
Maybe.
I love pyro.
Then it sounds like
You need
want
the pyro. Yeah.
We deserve
You need
it.
Yeah.
We have so many songs
Yeah,
with
we
fire
deserve
in it.
it.
We really need pyro.
Yeah, more pyro.
More pyro.
please.
I was gonna
Yeah.
say I recently shot Fall Out Boy, and Pete went
they
and
love
sat,
pyro.
you know,
Oh, yeah.
We
freaking,
toured
like-
with them. They love.
Oh, I know what I
pyro.
want too. I want hamster balls so I can run
Oh,
across
yes.
the audience.
Yes.
You ever seen that?
I want that too.
Oh.
Yeah, I want to do that too because
Yeah.
I want to crowd surf, but I'm like very
You need the
afraid of
bubble.
getting groped. So
Valid point, unfortunately.
Yeah.
Hamster balls.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then you just like run off the stage and you just run over the audience.
and I feel like
But
you
it's
won't
like-
hurt
it's
them
good.
as badly
No,
either
no, they're
because
fine.
like you
It's
don't.
good.
It's like a big puffy thing. Like you're not like.
Yeah.
It's not like when
that'd be
crowd surfers
sweet.
you could kick someone in the face.
Yeah.
You know.
I feel like if we were playing like an arena or something, like in the middle of the show, we would have like a
We're
dance
rolling.
party section where just like Sandstorm plays. Like right, that Sandstorm. And then we just come out, guns blazing, and we just start running around, the three of us. I think that'd be a pretty cool part of the show.
So good.
Yeah.
Would you
so
roll?
good.
Yeah, come on. You gotta get we can each have like different color hamster ball, be super cute.
Oh, that would be cute. What if on
There could
the
be like
sides,
a game on the screen. Maybe we're like playing like a little game kind
Oh,
of.
like
and people are like
what's it
cheering
called?
on, like
Pac-Man?
"Go Will, fuck Dave." I'm kidding. No, but it could be like whatever that game is, where you're playing
Ping pong?
with the trucks and the
Pinball.
big ball.
Trucks and big ball.
It's an Xbox game or something.
Trucks?
Yeah, that.
Oh, Rocket
Wait,
League.
which one is it?
Rocket League. It's like where you have like race cars, but and soccer all in one thing.
You lost me a little bit there
Yeah,
towards
don't
the
worry about
end,
it.
but
Yeah, we're off topic.
I think-
But
Yeah.
hamster balls.
Hamster balls, video walls, video content, pyro, sparklers, maybe rain. Oh, do you
Yeah,
remember when Taylor
rain would
Swift
be
had that
cool.
rain performance? Loved that.
Water
That was
would be
awesome.
nice.
Water, yeah, some water. We already get so sweaty, so it would be like in the back half, we just do it because we'd already look like we had been in a shower.
That's true.
And then it would, give us good reason. Then people wouldn't be like, oh, they're so gross, they're so sweaty. Like, no, we were just in the water.
sneak a shower in.
Yeah.
Yeah, now you got it.
Nice.
Yeah.
Okay, final quick fire round. Best Italian snack?
Snack or dessert? Like, can it be sweet or
Food? Broad. Fire round.
sauce? Dip the pasta.
prosciutto?
Dip the bread in the sauce. I don't know. Yeah, prosciutto.
Yeah, I mean, I'm just thinking like
Zeppelis?
that's kind of what you just go, you pull out some cold
Sfogliatella?
cuts,
Cannolis?
you like roll it up with some cheese or something.
Yeah, everything.
I mean cannolis. Yeah.
cannolis.
We just gave you everything.
Cannolis.
That's a whole menu. Dan, anything?
Prosciutto, probably. Yeah.
You do
Prosciutto?
like it? Yeah.
Okay. Best Italian city?
I haven't been to enough,
Yeah, I couldn't say.
but I'm going. Well, it's not a city. Is it a
Venice.
city? Oh, can I go Sicily? That's not a city though. Sicily's not really a city. It's like a city state.
Milan.
I'll say Avellino. I'll say Avellino for my dad because that's where my dad's family's from.
Worst Italian cuss word that you know?
I don't know any.
I know a bunch, but I don't know like what I could say.
Fungal or something. I don't know what it is.
I mean, vaffanculo is like a bad word. It means,
Is
like,
it?
It means F-U. Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
Pulled that one out of my
Vaffanculo.
butt.
Yeah, we'll go with that one.
That's a great note to finish.
Yeah.
To finish on. Awesome. Anything else I didn't cover? We didn't cover.
We covered some interesting stuff.
Yeah, we covered things. We're against the current.
Nice. Okay, so that concludes this romantic date that we set up here. Have an awesome show. Really
Thank
excited
you.
to see you guys.
Thanks.
And yeah, see you next time. Thanks for watching. Thank you. Oh, I looked into the camera because I need a thumbnail photo, a thumbnail frame.
Sorry.
Ca-
Put that in your.
I thought you did too. Did you look at me?
Yeah, we watched you.
Oh.
So should we?
Okay. That's great. Okay, that's awesome. That's amazing.
Thumbnailed
Thank
so
you.
well.
All I need. Perfecto. Thank you so much. That
Except
was
his rose.
unexpectedly hilarious.